Released by Disney Animation in 2002, is about a girl who adopts a dog. Mostly takes place on the island of Hawaii. Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. Have you guessed it yet? Hello family, friends, fans, and other wonders to What Do You Mean You've Never Seen? Where we have a little bit of fun where you are either outraged that I haven't seen a particular TV series or film, or I'm outraged that you haven't seen a particular TV series or film. Let me know down in the comments section below if you're outraged that I haven't seen today's particular film. But if you haven't guessed it already, for today's segment of What Do You Mean You've Never Seen? The film that we're going to be talking about is Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch was written and directed by Chris Sanders and Dean Dubois, with the vocal talents of Davy Chase as Lilo, Chris Sanders the director as Stitch, Tia Carrere as Nani, Lilo's older sister, and others, and was released in 1992 with a runtime of 85 to 90 minutes, so about an hour and a half. Lilo and Stitch follows Experiment 626 as he escapes custody from the Intergalactic Federation and lands on Earth in Hawaii. It's at a shelter that he is mistakenly adopted as a dog by Lilo, who goes on to name him Stitch. Stitch then goes on to create chaos and mayhem as he is designed to do, however succumbing to the heart of the story that need and want to be part of a family, Ohana. My thoughts are that it was an absolutely beautiful family film. The runtime was fantastic. Love the hand-drawn animation. It's just something that you don't really see nowadays due to computer-generated images, and obviously computer-generated images can look a lot like hand-drawn images, but back in the day they really did bring a lot of heart and soul, and you can sort of feel that coming off the screen. The characters, the dialogue, everyone was just fantastic in their roles, and the development of the character of Stitch from being an out-of-control alien to wanting to be part of the family and the Ohana part of the film was absolutely beautiful and really touched my heart as well. I absolutely loved Lilo and Stitch and was absolutely shocked that I haven't seen it before since it came out in 1992. It just wasn't something that I was interested in seeing at the time. I had seen other animated films, obviously, because I do love animated films, but it was just something at the time that didn't speak to me, and yes, it has taken all this time to wait and see Lilo and Stitch. I'm now thoroughly anticipating the live action remake that's coming out in May this month, and yep, I will be buying my tickets and sitting there with a big bucket of popcorn on my lap, eagerly anticipating to see what slight changes they will make to the story itself, as the movie is going to run slightly longer, and what they are already going to do with Stitch and how crazy he is going to be on screen. I've loved the advertising that has run up to the release of the film that's coming out in the next couple of weeks, and I'm eagerly anticipating Lilo and Stitch. I was absolutely thoroughly entertained by Lilo and Stitch. It was a fantastic movie to watch, 90 minutes long, hour and a half. The story moved so fluidly once we got from the Intergalactic Federation and Experiment 626 escaping to landing in Hawaii, and then his mischief and hijinks once he is sort of introduced as a dog to Lilo and her sister Nani. And from there, the whole sort of matureness of the story as well, talking about the sisters dynamic between the two of them, and that they've lost their parents, would obviously, bring it to a much more of a mature story than rather just have it focused on being a kid's story. So obviously, having Stitch running around being this cute little character they could have really leaned into that, but leaning into a slightly mature story as well between Nani and her sister Lilo was beautiful. And then obviously throwing in Stitch causing all that mayhem and the problems, and also having Ving Rhames doing the voice of the social worker, keeping an eye on Nani, making sure that Lilo was safe, or making a determination on whether or not that Lilo should be taken away. It really was a mature story, but great for children. I had a lot of laughs, found myself, gut laughing through some of the hijinks, particularly obviously with Stitch. So I was absolutely thoroughly entertained. On an entertainment scale, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Are there any mid-credit or post-credit scenes? No, there are no mid-credit or post-credit scenes in Lilo and Stitch, the animated film from 1992, but let's see what the live-action remake has for us in 2025. Wait for my review when I see that soon. My overall rating for Lilo and Stitch, the animated movie from 1992, is a 7 out of 10. I thoroughly did enjoy this animated film. If anything, I felt that it was probably a little bit too short, just a smidge short. You really just wanted to spend more time in this world, seeing what other hijinks and chaos Stitch could come up with and create. But with the format of the animation, the beautiful mature storytelling between the sisters, it really did sort of keep it as grounded as sort of possible in that mature way of having to overcome obstacles and barricades, blockades that were put up between the sisters, but also in the way that the older sister Nani was, losing jobs and she had difficulty making money, but she did everything that she could to keep her and her sister together after the loss of their parents. Sorry, spoiler alert. But it's definitely a beautiful, mature film. I do recommend checking it out before you go and see the live action remake that's coming here in May 2025. My overall rating for Lilo and Stitch is a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching this segment of What Do You Mean You've Never Seen? I'm Jesse, the other wonder from Down Under, and if you also think that I'm cute and fluffy, please leave a comment down below, or if you have something to say or you have another recommendation, whether it be film or TV series, don't make me wonder, please leave a comment down under, and remember to click that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and remember to be the wonder.